up at the top level here, Neko and BRILATAS.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's go. And let's see if we get another confusing fake juice.
Actually, if BRILATAS wins this, it would actually be a new PB for BRILATAS in EU Canon, looks like.
Have they come fourth before?
Yeah. Fourth was their best position. So this is for a PB.
Have a look at this fantastic back-to-back setup coming from BRILATAS here. This is some pretty excellent work.
Yeah, having to break it, unfortunately, though. It's like BRILATAS' stack was in a little bit of a tough spot and had to downstack out of it.
And I enjoyed seeing Neko just waiting for that eyepiece to drop to get that eye spin. That was, I enjoyed that. And Neko takes the first round here.
Can't believe that worked. It's just I'm gonna be seeing no F spin. I think that's
Oh, but look at the floaty boy.
Yeah, it's very quick from Neko as well, and it's just really able to get a lot of just super early pressure onto BRILATAS.
Yes.
And BRILATAS just doesn't have much on their side to defend against it, unfortunately. 2-0 to Neko already.
I am here praying that we can put the broom away. We don't like sweeping here. Not as commentators anyway. So
we don't want to have to get the broom out.
Come on,
believe in you.
BRILATAS. We want
yes!
Yes!
There we go.
Is that a commentator blessing?
Commentator win.
Yes!
Okay, alright.
No is away.
Broom's away, no sweeping. The janitor does not get their pay this week, unfortunately.
Oh, and when you put it like that... Oh, I really enjoy Neko's opener. It always confuses me slightly to start, and then I'm like, oh, it's Neko. That's why.
Basically, if it looks weird, it's probably F spin with Neko.
Yeah.
That's like the way to spot F spin. It's 13.
And to be fair, you
surge.
notice it just by seeing that it's Neko playing as well.
Yep, basically.
Yep. And here we go. Neko was slightly higher up on the board, but that garbage is looking really nice, and that L spin was masterful.
Yeah, building up that back-to-back further as well, up to a 6 chain at the moment. Just building up that surge. We'll see when Neko decides to set this off. Not really in a position at the moment, but kind of forced to.
Yeah, and BRILATAS was prepared for that and able to just basically take it in their stride.
Yeah, pretty much there. Good, that's a nice downside for BRILATAS for a 21 spike.
There. And Neko really needed to get down, but that awkward awkward piece just to uncover that well at the right-hand side was slowing them down slightly on their downstack.
Yeah, absolutely. And Neko's done really well there to turn the tides here and trying to keep pressure up on BRILATAS, especially as BRILATAS got a pretty tricky spot to deal with and just isn't able to find that downstack in time.
But that was a fantastic set of spins there from Neko. That was incredible to watch.
Yeah, that was lovely. But interesting to see that cut copy from Neko as part of their opener.
As Naso says, spin to win.
That's interesting. Fractal into the T-spin triple was pretty cool to see from Neko.
And that was a pretty cool 180 T-spin as well, but BRILATAS is like, I don't need to be fancy.
Yeah.
I don't need all this fanciness.
BRILATAS just sent that all back. I don't know if Neko was trying to go for another, like, kind of like F-spin, like polymer or something, but it kind of halted Neko's momentum for a little bit.
That was really good opener and great RNG on the garbage there for Neko. Just perfectly placing where it needed to after that opener.
Yep. 15 spikes sent from Neko. It's not going to do too much, but it does give BRILATAS a lot of clean garbage.
Oh,
that miss-shop on the T is going to be brutal for BRILATAS though, which pretty much gives Neko the point there. Would have been a good downstack otherwise, which is quite unfortunate.
I love how we say that as if we could do the downstack.
Yeah,
because
well,
I know for a
not.
fact I couldn't. It's amazing how much you see when you're commentating versus what you see when the board's in front of you and you're playing yourself. So,
yeah, I would probably not spot half these things if I were playing myself.
No, but when you have that kind of one step away to commentate, you're like, oh, but clearly this is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah. Hold on, what a down stack from BRILATAS there. That was absolutely fantastic.
BRILATAS running out of steam though right at the end, and it just gave Neko a nice chance to down stack and get a nice combo out too. Neko's pretty much back into the swing of things now. Trying to get as much pressure as I can on the BRILATAS, trying to keep them high up on the board.
Oh, and look at that back-to-back that's building from Neko's side here. BRILATAS has to know that he needs to play slightly more defensively to ensure that that doesn't give a killing blow, or build up back-to-back by themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Neko building up, having to send off a 14, but able to get a really nice follow-up.
So close to surviving.
Yeah, the follow-up from Neko was really nice though. It just kind of swamped BRILATAS with just a bit too much garbage. It's a really nice time to send there from Neko.
And here we go. Neko starting to pull away here, but as we've seen from many previous matches, it's not over till it's over. There is things can happen all the way along the match, and reverse sweeps have been happening. So let's see what BRILATAS can bring out and maybe take that momentum away from Neko and take it as their own.
Yeah, look at that. Nice, that's some nice clean garbage there for Neko. And there's a nice, well-looking right there for BRILATAS as well.
Oh, look at this 20.
Combo.
That was a fantastic combo.
Yeah, really nice combo down stack there from Neko. Ending in a quad for a pretty nice 24 spike.
Oh, and we have my beloved, the TKI over on Neko's side.
Looking
into it, it looked like it was going to become an LST, but didn't quite happen there.
No, I don't think Neko quite had the pieces in the right order to make that work.
Oh, a board state looking really awkward for Neko there, but dug out of it really well. But BRILATAS' board is looking so clean.
Yeah, and a lot cleaner than Neko's for sure. Just a few misshots on Neko's sides, but I think either way, all that garbage from BRILATAS coming in would have been a bit too much. Starting off with a MKO here for BRILATAS.
Oh no, you've said it.
I've said the word, I know. My apologies.
And the boards are looking pretty good here. Slightly cheesier on Neko's side, but very low to the ground. So still not much for a player of this caliber to handle. Oh, except the greed when you try and build a T-spin triple tower.
Yeah, and that T just
rip.
came a bit way too late.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate the effort, but it's unfortunately a little bit too greedy.
Just a little bit. But remember,
nice
it's only
quick F-spin
greed if
here.
it fails.
That's true, which it did, so...
Well, yeah, I take that back. Oh, having to send off that back-to-back probably sooner than they wanted to, but also a really good setup there to get a combo. Getting a nice T-spin double into a quad and trying to set up a few more spins there. Both players down at the bottom of their board needing to build up to find something to send.
Yeah, but both of them kind of trying to upstack at the moment. Trying to find a little bit more material to send, but BRILATAS getting a really nice send here and just keeping Neko on their toes. So like Neko finds a really nice comeback down... what did I just say? A really nice down stack right to the bottom of the boards.
Oh, yeah,
that
a
missed
bit
up on the
cheesier
T.
on BRILATAS, but... Oh, that misdrop may cause some issues with BRILATAS just opening up that well, getting those eyepieces. But Neko has had to send off their surge, but a quick 13 spike coming from BRILATAS' side to get them down to the bottom of the board again.
Yeah, now it's pretty much kind of in a pretty even state here, it looks like. Both players just kind of, trying to upstack a little bit, trying to get any sort of material they can find. Not seeing many big spikes coming out at the moment, but I'm sure we'll see one soon.
Yeah, so it feels like both players are just waiting a little bit. We've got some nice spins coming from Neko to build up that surge. Having to release it a bit early, though, which means that BRILATAS is able to send it all straight back. Needed to take advantage of Neko's board state, but doesn't quite capitalize on it.
I was going to say as well, that L-spin from Neko was really, really nice. That L-spin solve to clean up their boards. It's one of the more unusual kicks you'll see in modern Tetris.
Clearly Wiley needs to do a video on it.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite cool. Some more advanced spins.
Oh, slight misdrop there. Is that going to cause issues? Right up at the top of the board. Is Neko going to be able to survive this?
Just got more
needs
space.
to find... How? How does Neko survive these things?
I-
BRILATAS should be kicking themselves for not taking that opportunity.
I can't believe Neko survived that. Just, I guess BRILATAS just couldn't find anything in time, and now look at this comeback from Neko.
That was incredibly
too much. Very, very nice survival from Neko, and a lovely comeback as well to take the point. Yeah, just not enough pressure there from BRILATAS, unfortunately.
You
just
really
kind of
need
ran
to
out of
find
steam
those
at the
killing
worst
blows.
times.
Wow. Well, that was fast.
There's only one thing you can say there. Was just wow. That was.
Yeah. It was just kind of like, yeah. Well. BRILATAS was at the bottom of their board, and then they weren't.
They were at the bottom of the board,
There
and
you
then
have
two
it.
frames later they died.
And then they were on the moon.
They were on the. There's only one person on the moon. Actually, no, two people.
Oh.
There's Oscar and Kagarin, I believe.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Sorry, my apologies. Apparently, you have to. If we're talking about Oscar, you have to be Dutch in order to make it to the moon, which our Dutch friends do remind us quite frequently.
Again, some lovely spikes coming in from Neko.
And Neko just
Already
going, right, cool, done now. Let's get this finished.
Yeah, Neko 9-4, 5 points ahead of BRILATAS, and only 2 points away from advancing to the next round. So BRILATAS gonna have to do something. Have to do something good here to get these points back.
Yeah, absolutely. Really
Just need
needs to
to-
stop that momentum that Neko has built winning these points, because with these fast players, quite frequently, as they win points, they get faster and faster and more confident, and you've got to break that. Just as BRILATAS appears to be doing right now.
Yeah, very nice send from BRILATAS. Also, BRILATAS had a fractal ready to go as well right after. So if that wouldn't have been enough, then the fractal might have been. Ooh, Neko, that's not how you built that opener.
Awkward start.
You're trying to be a little bit too quick off the press there, I think. Causing a few miss shots and errors in Neko's play.
That's the only thing about when you are fast, your chances for misdrops do increase.
Yes, and also if you do miss shot, the severity of that also typically tends to increase as well. Because
Yes.
you'll miss shot multiple in a row.
Because by the time you notice it, you're 3 pieces ahead.
Yep. Alright, we're now on match point here for Neko. Going in with the classic F-spin.
The Neko classic. We love to see it.
Yep,
Oof.
and it's a quick win for Neko on that final round. Just 10 seconds.
So
200
BRILATAS
APM.
equals their previous best in ETN. Who knows?
another fourth
Maybe
place,
it's
but-
next month.
Still a very good performance overall, though.
An absolutely incredible performance with how stacked these tournaments are.